guys, it's Kayla
and Jim,
and welcome back to another Meteorology Monday.
I think today we should talk about a forecast challenge.
Forecasting challenge. I'm a meteorologist, you're a meteorologist. We both have done the weather challenge forecasting competition.
That's right.
You worked as a forecast meteorologist, which gives you an advantage, but still, it's okay. We're going to ignore that fact.
I think we should have a competitive game.
That
we should pick one city.
Okay.
For a certain amount of time.
Okay.
We have certain weather parameters we're going to forecast for.
Okay.
Kind of like the forecasting challenge game.
Like the forecast challenge.
And then we'll score based on, some criteria.
Okay.
And then whoever has the best score wins.
All right. So if that was any sort of confusing, as it kind of was for me, I'm going to pop up our exact rules of what we're doing and why here now for you guys to read. All right, so the four elements that we are going to be forecasting. So we are going to be looking at a high temperature, a low temperature, the average wind speed, or the highest wind speed.
What should we do? Because when I played the forecasting game, we didn't have wind as part of it. It was high, low, and amount of precipitation. And that was in precipitation ranges, not the exact amount of precipitation.
When I did the weather challenge, we did the high, the low, the highest wind peak in knots, and the exact amount of precipitation.
Well, I'm sorry, we were still chiseling out our forecasts on stone. We weren't that advanced. Pardon us.
Yours sounds easier. And so I think as we're doing this challenge, we need to have visual proof of us doing our forecasts. We need to include the time that we are writing down our forecasts. No cheating. Watching you. And we'll be putting that footage in here to kind of show you guys and bring you along on our forecasting journey. All right, now we have to pick a city that we're doing all this for.
We probably want to pick something that's going to have a good variety of weather, variability in temperature, variability in the precipitation. So that gives us more chances of messing up the forecast and kind of having one of us outpace the other in terms of, day by day. So it can be challenging. I say, since it's winter time, we should probably pick something that's
wintry.
Yeah, maybe.
We're not doing Albany, New York. Nice try. Nope. I'm not going up against him.
Last time I tell you about my history. So maybe what we should do is look at the weather for next week and just make sure we're not going to get some sort of 1040 millibar high pressure coming down out of central Canada and making the entire deep south and Tennessee Valley just sunny and 50 degrees.
Hold please while we check the weather. All right, so all the rules have been laid out. This is exactly what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. These are the stakes involved. And without further ado, here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go, start forecasting. Hello and welcome to Kayla's forecasting log, day 1. We are, as you've seen, forecasting for Nashville, Tennessee. And I have got, all my necessary forecasting tools here. Laptop, pen and paper. Here we go. What am I doing? I see snow and cold temperatures and warm temperatures, and it is going to be quite a week. So let's get into forecasting for day 1, which is midnight to midnight, Tuesday, February 9th, 2021. So, here I have got my template for writing down all of my forecast stuff. I'm gonna put that notebook to the side, I'm going to go on my computer here, I'm gonna look at a bunch of the models and stuff and see what we got for Bananaville here, which is what we call Nashville in the meteorology community, to see what everybody else thinks is going to happen before I make my personal forecast. It's always good to see what the models are saying, what NWS is going. So let me take you along, flip the camera around and show you what I'm looking at and what I'm writing down. So here we are. Here is my little template of what I'm gonna write down. We've got the high, we've got the low, we've got the wind speed, we've got the precipitation. Those are the units. And first we're going to see, I've already written down the National Weather Service's forecast. These people do it for a living, so probably good to pay attention to the numbers that they have written down, but we're not going to copy their forecast because that is not good meteorology. So I am going to look at the GFS, which, I've already got pulled up. So this is what we call a GFS MOS, or Model Output Statistics. So this is basically all of the model forecast numbers for a certain time frame. But something that the MOS does for us is, you see this little N and X, that stands for minimum and maximum, and it's already got written down what it says the min and max are going to be. So we've got 39 degrees Fahrenheit and 53 degrees Fahrenheit is what the GFS is calling for. So, going over to our handy little thing here, we are going to write down 39, 53, and go to wind speed. The highest one is 10 knots. So, going back over here, going to write down 10 knots there, and precipitation. Coming back over to our MOS. Precipitation, Q is our quantity of precipitation that's being forecasted. As you can see, there are zeros for all of tomorrow. So we are going to go back over here one last time. 0.00 inches expected from the GFS. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the NAM model. There we are, all filled in here. Dad just texted me and asked if we were forecasting snowfall too, but I don't see snow. Am I missing something? I'm very confused. This is send help. So now I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say, so since this is day one, I'm not going to be like overly critical with the forecast. We're gonna do a general forecast, you know? We're gonna see what happens and go from there tomorrow. So here's my forecast. I'm going with a high of 51, a low of 39. Let's do wind speeds of 7 knots, why not? I get it. Precipitation, we're gonna stick with 0. We're just gonna go with that for today, see what happens, adjust tomorrow's forecast based on this, you know. And that is the forecast that I am submitting for tomorrow. What a bust. All right. Time for forecasting day 2. Okay, something interesting that we have today for our forecast for tomorrow. Our MOS data has a 1, so this is the GFS. And then in our NAM, we also have a 1 here within our forecast period. So 1 means, so they're calling for 0.01 to 0.09 inches of precipitation. Here we go with our tropical tidbits GFS map. And here we are, so this is valid at 0Z on Wednesday, so 7 o'clock tonight, or 6 o'clock their time, Central Time. And I'm just gonna kind of step through, looking here in the Nashville area, see what kind of precipitation we got as we click forward in time through Wednesday. Looks like it's gonna rain a decent amount, you know? Doesn't look like it's gonna be dry for much of the day. So these are our numbers. Excuse my handwriting. What do I want to do? Today was any indication. Nothing really mattered. Everything was wrong. Boom, there we we go. There's my forecast for tomorrow. Going a little bit warmer than National Weather Service, but the high today ended up being 57, and supposedly it's going to be overcast most of the day tomorrow. So I don't know if it's going to be clear enough for all that heat to escape and the temperature to get this low. So I'm going to go a little bit higher. We're going to stick with 47. The low, I don't know. It was really low today, so I'm just kind of covering my bases and going a bit lower. I think this is what I'm gonna stick to. This is what we're working with today. Fingers crossed. $63. It was 63 today. I don't even know. I don't know. Okay. You know the drill. Doing the forecast again. Same thing as last time. Check back with you momentarily after I have checked all the models. If it even matters. I think this is what I've decided on for today. If any of the past 2 days is anything to indicate that I should be going much higher than the models, I'm going to go on the high end today with 38 for my high, go on a little bit of the low end with 31 for my low. I'm starting to see a trend, 51, it was actually 57, I said 47, it was 63, which is unfortunate. So, today, we're going a bit high. I don't think it's going to be too much higher than that though, because we do have like a massive cold front coming through, and it's going to like freezing rain and rain all day. The winds are going to be pretty high, so I'm going high on those. Normally the model's underestimated anyways. And precip I'm going 0.4. Let's see how I do.
Alright guys, what's up? So, today is Wednesday, the 10th. We're going to take a look at Nashville and find out what the high was for today. I went 52. Kayla went lower than that, so hopefully we're closer to that 52 mark. Let's take a look at what it is. Come on, let's go. Alright. What? 63? What? 63? What happened? It was 50 degrees at noon their time. Oh, I wonder if it looks like the warm front kind of went through. The sun came out a little bit. Wind came out of the south-southeast and then went back to the northwest. See guys, that's the thing with a warm front close to you. All it takes is to go from 50 degrees to 63. Busted. Man. Well, hey, I think I beat Kayla on this one though. Alright guys, we're taking a look at a potential icing or rain situation. Could be a big bust depending on what's going on here for Nashville. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm looking at, and don't give it away. I don't want Kayla to know what I'm looking at. So hopefully she does not look at everything that I'm looking at here and that'll give me an edge. So anyways, I take a look at the AFD out of Nashville. So there is the area forecast discussion out of Nashville. I apologize for the quality, but I'm just kind of giving you heads up as to what I look at here. So I kind of see what the forecasters, if their thinking is aligning with what I'm thinking. I look at some things just before this, and I go and I read their discussion to kind of see, maybe they've got some other things they might be seeing that I'm not seeing, or there's times where I see things they might not see, and sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. But hey, you know what? These are the professionals here in Nashville, and we are up against some of the best. So let's take a look here at some other products, like from Tropical Tidbits. Looking at some of the National Weather Service models here. So this is the high-res rapid refresh model that's going on. Looking at potential icing situation, possibly for Nashville. It's on the edge there. Definitely throughout the day on Thursday, we'll definitely see some more stuff going on. I also like taking a look at the satellite image to kind of help us kind of get our bearings as to how big the storm is. And look at that hole that just is here over the southeast that's just going to start filling in, and Nashville is right about up in here somewhere. So looks like things are going to go downhill for them over the next 24 hours. One of the other things I look at is some other model output statistics for Banana Land, BNA. That's the three-letter identifier we give Nashville. Well, the National Weather Service gives Nashville. And we may possibly do maybe a Met Monday with this. What do you think? Comment below what you guys think.
Alright, so what's it going to be? Is it going to be a warm nose? Is it not going to be a warm nose? Overcast, wedge, north of the warm front. Sleet, freezing rain, cold rain. The warm front moves through. Oh, this could be a big bust.
What is Kayla going to do? We're going to use the scientific method. Heads, snow, tails, rain. Alright, I think it's going to snow. That was tails. Try it again. Alright, snow it is. Freezing rain, rain. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch it. Alright, sometimes our scientific methods are, a little bit different than what you would expect. Maybe I can wish for it hard enough to be a cold rain. Wonder if Kayla is going to go for an inch of precipitation. And if it verifies, I'm sunk. Heads we go with the GFS. Tails we go with NAM. There's a point at which you do the forecast, but I don't want the game factor to influence my decision on what I want to forecast. I'm going all in. We're going to go 36 for a high, 29 for a low. We're going to go with a total precipitation amount of 0.6 inches total liquid equivalent.
Variability in the precipitation. More chances of messing up the forecast.
And 17 knots for the wind. That's it. Those are my numbers. Take that, Kayla.
Messing up the forecast.
Okay, please keep raining in Nashville. Please keep raining in Nashville. Please keep raining in Nashville. No!
And the winner is... Drumroll, please.
Kayla won! Good job. Very good.
Yay! It was only because of that one day. We did that preset, and you went like extravagantly high, and I went conservatively low. You almost had me for the first half of the day. I was real scared, guys.
It was close. I'm a sucker for the mezzos. The mezzos lied to me. That's what happens,
There you go.
There you go. Real meteorologists, sometimes we bust.
There you go.
And that's the reality.
It's what it is.
That's
So,
right.
You saw the blood, sweat, and tears that we put into forecasting this week, and the busts, the good days, the bad days,
Yeah.
the days of 63 degrees as the high temperature.
For the precipitation that was supposed to happen that didn't happen.
The first day. It's like, nope, off to a wrong start. If you guys guys want to see us do it again, definitely leave us a comment below. We'd love to do it again. It's always fun. As always, if you like what you saw today, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below so you never miss another Meteorology Monday.
That's right, and don't forget to visit us out on our other social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, popping up right here, as well as our website, down below.
Linked below. Until next time, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Jim.
Thanks for watching.
And happy forecasting. May the best forecaster win. Ha ha. Please keep raining in Nashville. No!